Welcome to Foodonomics. Today I'm making gyoza, Japanese dumplings, at home. So I have here about 10 medium-sized shrimps that are cut into tiny little diced pieces, very small pieces actually. Some of them need to be separated a little bit. This is going to be the part of the filling for the dumplings. So to the mixture, I've added a dash of basil and parsley that I dried fresh from my garden. So it's homegrown, and then a little bit of celery. Now, most people will use, well, traditionally you're supposed to use cabbage, I guess, but I don't have any, so I'm using this. I do have some garlic chives under these onions in here, and yes, I'm using sweet white onion. Everything's actually really finely minced and very small pieces right now. However, it doesn't look like it because of how close I've zoomed in. So we have some 4 Italian sausages. Took them out of the casing and I'm gonna mix them in with the shrimp. I have half a teaspoon of paprika. Actually, that was a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne. I'm just adding half a teaspoon of paprika now. Completely forgot to record it. I put a little bit of balsamic vinegar because I didn't have sake, and some salt. And we also added some minced garlic in here. Again, garlic and some of these things is as much as you want or as little as you want. And now I'm gonna leave it in the fridge for an hour while I work on the actual wrappers. There's 2 cups of flour in here. I'm just gonna add half a cup of water and mix it up into a dough. So you're supposed to add warm water. My water was not as warm. Hopefully this turns out okay, but when you do, make sure the water is warm. So now I'm gonna cover this with a plastic wrap and let it sit for half an hour before I roll it out. So I simply cut the dough into 4 pieces. I'm now gonna roll these out into a log like this, and then I'm gonna cut these into, I think, 8 pieces. So that was actually 4 pieces, not 8 pieces. This I'm gonna flatten into wrappers. So I cheated just a little bit and I used cookie cutter circles to just cut them after I rolled it out. Tried this again, freehand, and this is as close to a circle as I can get it, just using my own hands and a rolling pin. I'm okay with it. Now for the filling, we're gonna use a generous amount of filling in the center. Then we're gonna fold it up into pleats. Now I'm not even gonna bother showing this to you guys just because how I'm closing it, because this is my very first time making this, and as you can see, my circle is not really a circle, so my pleats are probably not gonna be as perfect as it should be. So I'm just going to do this and I'll show you how it looks at the end. Voila, that's the pleating on my dumpling. So you have to pleat the one side and not the other side apparently. So yep, that's it. I'm just placing these in some olive oil. They're gonna crisp on the bottom, and then we're gonna add water and put a lid on it to cook down. So you have to be careful with this part. I actually started getting chopped on. So you add like a little bit of about 1 millimeter of water on the bottom, and then you're gonna close the lid on the pan and let it cook. And here's the top section of the bento box I'll be taking tomorrow with my gyoza that's homemade, completely homemade, and a little bit of soy sauce in this thing. I'm gonna put the lid on it, and this is just for one part of my meal tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment if you have any suggestions or questions, and share it. Thank you.